Hi.
Hello.
How's your day been?
Been fine. I haven't done much. What about you?
Me either. We're snowed in here.
Did
Snowed
you
in
guys
as
get a
in,
lot?
no, we got like 2 inches maybe, but I live in Nashville, so I know it sounds crazy if people live in the north. But then we're supposed to get freezing rain here. So
Mm.
that's where they're thinking we might have power lines down tonight. Hopefully
Ooh.
not, because if I don't get to watch football tomorrow, I'm gonna be pissed. Also, I have so much Stardew to play. I've been playing Stardew all day. So
Oh my God.
it's been a crazy day. I've almost found all the golden walnuts in Ginger Island, and only people that play Stardew will understand that, and they get how intense that gets.
All the golden walnuts?
All the golden walnuts. I'm at 94 out of 100.
Oh
I
my
know.
God. You got to get those six more, girl.
Yeah, I know how to get five. I gotta give some bananas to Leo. He's the little boy in town that washed up on shore, but I don't know how to get my last one, so we'll see.
Huh.
Somebody out there will get it.
So Leo has the golden walnuts?
No, no, he'll give me some golden walnuts if I give him a banana, but I have to
So
wait for my banana sapling to grow all the way and get my bananas.
it sounds like he does have the golden walnuts and he's keeping them from you.
Yeah, you're right.
Sounds like an evil little boy that washed up on shore.
I'm not gonna get too much into the lore of Stardew, but I'm pretty sure he's the mayor's son and maybe some other person, maybe Marnie in Stardew. I'm pretty sure it's their son, and they just like washed him up onto this little island.
Oh my God. To like suss you out or
No, I he's one with the birds on Ginger Island. His whole family are birds. He doesn't know who his parents are because he was in a shipwreck.
his whole family are birds? Wait, I'm
The
confused.
birds have now raised him.
Okay.
Anyway, this is too much, but anyway, I love Stardew Valley.
There's more to that than I thought. I don't know. That's not what I thought there
Oh,
was.
there's a ton of lore with Stardew Valley.
Who knew?
Anyway, I could talk about Stardew Valley all day, so we should end that now
She
because.
really could. She goes on and on and on about it. But yeah, I have never heard of this
Oh,
little boy.
one more thing in Stardew. The other day I was on the phone with mom, and you guys are up in the north, and so my mom was like, "Did you know that trees can explode when it gets this cold?" And I was like, "No, I didn't know. That's crazy." And she was like, "Yeah, like maple trees, the maple sap, um, it freezes and then it explodes." And she goes, "Kendra's only surrounded by oak trees, and I don't know if that's the same." And I go, "Wow, in Stardew Valley, I can tap an oak tree and get oak resin." So,
I'm worried about you.
so it's like maybe. Uh,
So far, no exploding trees by me.
Good.
But I
Hopefully
did
not.
want to see it. That's crazy. I've never been under exploding tree warning before.
Is it actually that warning?
Well, like through TikTok, we are under
Oh,
warning. Like Quickstar put a post out. Yeah, I saw Quickstar's TikTok. Quickstar put a TikTok out that was like, wait, what? About exploding trees. But I have seen videos of people, like, I think way, way up north that have captured trees exploding. Like, that's crazy. The coldest we got was like -21, I think. And our wind chill was like negative, like around -50, but I don't think that's cold enough technically.
I have no idea. It's
But
like
it's
single
chilly
digits
out
here,
there.
which
Chilly,
is
chilly.
chilly. Should we dive right in?
Let's dive.
Okay, let's start off with Traitors because I'm obsessed with this season. I know a lot of people have
Same.
mixed feelings on this season, and I'm like, how? I see with some of the players we have mixed feelings. Absolutely. Okay, let's start off with the big thing. Do we think Rob will be safe next week?
Why, you think that Candace and Lisa are gonna murder him?
I feel like they might go on together and be like, well, we have to get Rob out now. Or do you think that he'll
Mm.
be able to be like, no, guys, it was
I didn't
just,
even think about that, honestly, but I could see it. They are housewives. Housewives stick together. And at
mm,
this point, it's like, yeah, can you really trust Rob? It's hard because I do understand from Rob's perspective why he did it. As a
yeah,
game player, as protecting his name, I really get his decision to do it. And like, he's so lucky that Lisa didn't get voted out. If Lisa would have got voted out, obviously it would have been a different story. But I do think he was counting on the fact that she wasn't going to get voted out.
mm,
But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, sneaky, sneaky,
yeah.
untrustworthy. And like, yeah, can Lisa and Candace trust him? I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah, it would that was a hard decision for him for sure. Because if he would have gone for Colton, I think, and Colton didn't get out, Colton would have then had red flags of being like, well, we've been allies this whole time,
Hmm.
even though we all want Colton out of there.
Dude, psychopath.
Psychopath. When he's like kind of threatening at the end. Also, his eyes turn like that,
Yes.
like
You can like
deadness, you
see
know?
it. Yes, you can see it in his eyes. And I genuinely think he hit a point like this episode in
Hmm.
timing wise of being in the castle where he's genuinely starting to go crazy.
Yeah,
Like
you're starting to see his true colors for sure. And
he's
then
not playing a
like,
game anymore. He's not on a show anymore. This is like
no,
real for him and he is not like he's not playing the same way everybody else is playing. He's not looking at it the
no,
same way.
not at all. And even him being like, I'm gonna get every single shield. I was like, one, you're kind of acting a little bit like Michael here by screaming at people, but he's like, I'm gonna get every single shield, and then you guys won't be able to kill me. And it's like, but you doing that is gonna make everybody just vote you out.
Yeah.
So either way, you're not gonna make it to the end.
And now you're just proving that you are a selfish player, which we've seen all along, but like the people in the castle were not seeing until literally that moment.
Yeah, and
Where
they're gonna
even
vote
as a faithful, he's also going against all faithfuls by being like, I'm gonna take a shield no matter what.
exactly because they're gonna vote him out if he's gonna start losing them money in the
Exactly.
challenges. So it's like you're gonna be a bad faithful. Right now, you're being a bad faithful, so you might as well just vote him out.
Yes. Just vote.
Yeah, this is a PSA. Get out there and vote. Um, other things with traitors.
Just nuts. I said I also noted that he's obviously a psychopath. The way his eyes and his tone change was insane.
Yeah,
Specifically in his first conversation with Lisa where they're on the couches and like he's just so catty. Like he can change his demeanor on a switch. Like it's so odd how he can kind of he's just different. Like with Rob, he's one person. With Lisa, he just turned into this like evil guy who's just looking through someone. Like I truly think I'm gonna say, I think he has an insane hatred for women. The
yeah,
way he speaks to women and like just looks through them like they're nothing, the minute they're not like just being kind of not like submissive to him, but you know, like obviously she kind of has like a something over him in a way and he feels threatened by her. He's
absolutely.
just completely talking to her like he's talked to no other person that they've suspected to be a traitor.
Yeah,
It's creepy.
no,
And like
it's
it
super
is true,
creepy.
like to expect her to be who she is on the show. Like we watch a lot of reality TV, but I would never go into meeting anybody on reality TV and expect them to be 100% that person all the time. Like obviously that those shows are highly edited. They're showing the insane moments. The housewives all know each other very well. They're acting like their
Yeah,
true selves around each other. Like
she's not going to
she's a
be as crazy in
no,
a whole room of people that she barely knows.
exactly. And like it is a game where you're meant to be like people watching, you're meant to like see the calculations happening in people's minds. Maybe she is somebody who just takes, I mean, we know she's a traitor, but like I don't understand why he can't look at it and be like, maybe she's a person who takes a step back and is just looking really for the clues. And I don't know, he's just sus and creepy. And like I
Sus
want
and
him off
creepy.
because at this point I'm like, he's just, yeah, he is kind of giving Michael vibes where it's like at this point you're just bad for the castle.
No,
You're bad for the
absolutely.
environment.
It also annoys me that everybody keeps going after Ron. I love Ron
Hmm.
because of his one bad pick on Portia in the beginning. Like that's all they have. And I'm like, are we just forgetting that Colton has made you guys pick Tiffany and Michael and then even Eric has made you guys pick Tiffany because of his ear? Isn't that
Yes.
not the same thing of what basically Ron did by saying, "Oh, I mean, Portia did screw up with her wording. I
Yes.
too would have said, Portia, that's weird. So I
Yeah.
don't know why they keep going after Ron.
No, like he pointed out at the round table. It's true. It's like, why are they all pointing fingers at Ron so much? Because he made one bad lead, where Colton has made multiple bad leads, is head in on them, like fully, like, if you don't stand with me, you're against me kind of vibes. Ron was not like that with Portia.
Mm-mm.
And like Ron said, it's like, is it just because everybody in the castle loved Portia so much? That's why everybody's so like, upset with him about it. But whereas, like, I guess, like Tiffany and especially
Especially
Michael were
Michael.
not
Yeah.
really as big of game like people in the game for them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like that's not really how you can look at it. If you're going just based off numbers, Colton has led them the wrong way way more times. And if you're looking at it from a faithful perspective, that would be very traitor-y to be
Yes.
putting out all these people and leading the charge.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna need some of these faithfuls to get a backbone and stick with what they're originally gonna do because you had those all
Literally.
those 8 people that were gonna go for it, and
Yes. And Rob kind of messed that up in
yeah,
my
he did.
like, come on, dude.
Yeah, he did. It should have just been, yeah, if he should have just said Colton. I kind of see where he was coming from, but I was not expecting that. I thought he was going to pick out Ron.
Yeah.
And, but I love Ron. I'm sad that he's gone.
I
Also,
know.
I think him and Dorinda had something weird.
I've seen something about that on social media that he said she said way worse things to him that were cut.
I could see that because he said when it was going around and Dorinda started at the round table and Dorinda had started speaking, he was like, I just don't think we can talk to each other respectfully or something like
Yeah.
that. So it must have, which is crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, what did you guys have against each other? I don't really get it, but
Yeah,
yeah,
what is
he's spoken out.
Traitors? Why are they editing things out, Traitors?
Yeah, and if we saw like the worst parts about Michael,
Yeah.
why are we not seeing the worst parts about Dorinda? Or is it because it's Peacock? They are probably favoring their
Hmm.
shows and like the favorite people on their shows,
Yeah.
which if that's the case, is kind of annoying.
Agree.
Oh, one thing I want to say is it would have been, is it Johnny Weir,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
First of all, love that he's leading the charge for Colton. I hope he
Hmm.
continues on and like really gets people together against that.
Yeah.
But I think it would have been so interesting to see if either Johnny or Tara were a traitor and playing against each other because they're so trusting of each other. It would have been so interesting to see if like we
I
don't ever
think
see them question each other.
no, I think the show had to do that. I think they
Yeah.
know each other too well where they would immediately
Yeah. But it would have been
know.
cool to see like we've never seen a duo so close,
Hmm.
kind of like pinned against each other in a
Yeah.
way.
No,
So
that would be very interesting.
it would have been
I
interesting.
love those two. Honestly, I
I
kind of want them to go if the Traitors don't win because I'm kind of cheering for the Traitors this season.
same because
And
of
if
Rob. He's so old.
and they're playing a good game.
They are.
If
And
the
I like that they're
Traitors,
sticking together.
yeah, if the Traitors don't win, I hope it's Johnny, Tara, Stephen Coletti.
Hmm.
I'm blanking on everybody else out there. I'm trying to like go around the round table.
Natalie.
Oh yeah, Natalie. Yes.
I would say Dorinda, but I'm like, if there's stuff behind the scenes
Yeah.
happening, then I don't. Because I like
Yeah.
her now, but I'm like, are we just being shown, good moments of her?
I say I love Mark Ballas, but he's kind of wishy-washy. I'm not really loving him on this
I
show.
agree. I don't know. I expected him to take charge a lot more than he is, which
Yeah.
maybe like he's just waiting in the background right now because they have such vocal people still in the game. And like once like Colton's out, maybe he'll be more in it. But I feel like right now, because he's still there. I don't know why for
Mhm.
a second I thought he wasn't, but no, he is.
Yeah, we're like what they say. We're at the halfway point, or we
Mm.
will be, or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Sliding.
I know I'm loving this season. It's so good. But like you said again, outfits are not on point. Hopefully, this ball we see a little bit more.
Yes. The outfits are disappointing me
Hmm.
so much so far.
And this challenge was good, but oh man, if I was there and the minute those bugs came out, I'd be like, absolutely not.
Dude, I literally have a note that says I would have peed myself. And then it said when the bugs and then they turn the lights off for that moment.
No.
Oh my gosh. Like genuinely everything about this cabin was my worst nightmare. I would have
Hmm.
had a genuine panic attack the more it was going on. There's no way I could have like I would have had to be taken out.
You'd be like, I'll be the first one out, please.
Yes.
I'd
Or
have
if
to
I
sit
was
by
in there
Rob and
longer.
be like, you have to swipe away all the bugs that get close to us.
That was so hot. Did you see there's clips of like how close Natalie got to him
No.
running in there? She's just like jumping for him every time. I will say the funniest thing ever was Dorinda screaming. There was that girl in the corner that had like the bloody face.
Oh yeah. And
And
everybody's like,
Dorinda was
don't
like,
scream, don't scream.
yeah, Dorinda was like genuinely like I think screaming for her life, and Natalie was just laughing at her the whole time. That was the funniest scene ever. I rewatched it like 5 times because I could not stop laughing at it. It was so
No, it was
good.
really good.
No, but I would have had to be taken out like genuinely on a stretcher or something because I think I would have like paused with so much fear. My fight or flight would have kicked in and it would not have been good.
Oh, for sure.
It was terrifying in there. I don't know how
Yeah.
they did it. And then to still take Ron out, after he was wasn't he the last three in there? One of the last three guys left in the cabin. Like he went through
Oh yeah.
all of the challenges of the cabin,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're still gonna kick him out that night, like when he literally went through like torture for all of
I
you.
know. And then when he was going around the table and being like, I really just want to say goodbye, I was like, stop this. This
I know.
is
I
too
was like,
sad.
how are you guys gonna vote this man
I
out?
know. So I do appreciate Rob sticking up for Ron.
Me too.
And I see people still voting for Ron. Like I see Candace still voting for Ron because Candace at least, like had Ron said, at least Candace is consistent. And I
Yeah.
think that's good for a traitor that she was
Yes.
consistent and not wishy-washy.
Agreed.
So
It's just sad. Oh yeah, I also have Rob Rob Gray's sweatshirt, backwards baseball cap. First of all, not a trader's outfit, let's be honest, but that was what he
no.
wore to the cabin. And oh my God, was I like I was locked in.
Oh my God. I
I
love
could
the
not
edit
keep
that
my
Rob
eyes.
is getting.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a 180 from Love Island. I'm not 180.
Yeah.
He wasn't horrible in Love Island. He just was like, you don't want to watch him actually fall in love with people.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But he's had his years now. I'm not gonna lie, he's blown up from Love Island. I've seen like him like with Love Island clips, and I'm like, obviously, yeah, he was cute back then. Like I remember when he
mhm.
came on screen, I was like, oh. But now it's like, oh my God,
No, he's
that man
blown up.
is whoa, so sexy.
Yeah, also when I loved Rob again was when he was standing up for Ron. He had his confessional and he was talking about introverts and then he was like sometimes
know.
the loneliest place for an introvert is in a room of crowded people. And I
I
was just like
know.
I'm I'm obsessed with this man.
I
Both of
know.
them,
I want
Ron
to
and
marry
Rob.
him. I want to marry Rob. It'd be so beautiful. Oh,
Uh,
the dream. Maybe someday.
we'll
Hit
see.
me up. Hit me up, Rob.
That's all my notes for traders. What about you?
Yeah, that's all my notes. I just said the cliffhanger obviously is crazy. I need Colton to leave.
Dudes. Oh yeah, because now we're gonna see well, I do definitely agree. Lisa needs to be wearing the pendant or whatever it is.
Yes.
She's kind of the most out there anyway with her outfits too.
Hmm.
But it'll be interesting. I don't think they should go for Colton like Rob had said,
I
but
know, but I'm just like, he needs to
he needs
leave. Like
to leave.
I can't watch him on my screen anymore. He's
But I
just
think
annoying.
Lisa will for sure go down if
Yeah,
they pick Colton. So it'll be interesting to see who they pick.
I know. I don't want Lisa to leave. I think Lisa's so funny. I like her. I
Hmm.
really like her and Rob's like duo together, even though he did put her name down. But I love the Traitors, the three of them together. So I'm like,
Yeah,
I
me
don't
too.
want it to break up.
I saw a TikTok that Lisa put out. I think I sent it to you that they didn't show in Traders. I'm like, Traders, stop editing out the funniest parts. But I guess after Rob voted Lisa and they went out, she spanked him and he liked it.
Yes. I like how in the TikTok she's like, and he liked it, of course.
And everybody in the comments was like, we knew he would like it.
Yeah, he definitely.
And then she also put Natalie and someone else that voted for her in a timeout.
Yes, who was? I think it was Eric. I think
Okay,
it was
yeah.
Natalie and Eric. She put them in a timeout. Because I am like, how are we not seeing that? That sounds hilarious. And she was like, it's so funny. Like, and they
Yeah.
have to show it.
And those
Ugh,
things are very Lisa.
yes,
So,
that's my thing. Are we just not seeing all of it? And I
is
guess is
Colton not
Colton
seeing
not
any?
seeing all of it? Yeah, dude, that was also crazy when he was like, "Let's form an alliance. Like, I'll
Yes.
protect you at the round table if you protect me in the what's it called? You know what it's called? Like the
The
little
murder pit, or whatever it's
murder
called. The
pit. Yeah,
turret? Isn't it called like the turret?
Parrot. Yeah.
No, I know. And I kind of wish at the round table she would have brought that up and she was like, well, do you want to talk about the conversation that we had earlier? Because
Yes,
then I
I
feel like it would
know.
have brought everybody against Colton.
Yeah, the either way, even if he knew who a traitor was, at the end of the day, he's still not a faithful because he's
No.
willing to protect himself over anybody else.
Yes. And I think she should have said that and she said, I'm not a traitor, but do you guys want to know the deal he made
Yeah,
thinking that I was a traitor?
the minute he thought I was a
Hmm.
traitor, that is what he did. Like I don't think we've ever seen. Maybe we have seen that in the past, but that was crazy. And like just like the way he was leaned in on her and his closeness to her and like kind of
Yeah.
like just this dominance that he took over her. I'm glad that she knows how to like really stand her ground. Like I don't know, but I was like, this man is weird.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Get him out of here.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Ugh.
One sec. Let me have a drink. I'm having a beer at
Oh,
4 p.m. Don't judge
okay.
me.
It's okay. I'm gonna have myself a little drinky drink after this podcast.
Oh yeah. Okay, next show. Southern Charm.
Southern Charm.
Southern Charm, baby. I'm gonna say it. I think Sally's kind of ruining Southern Charm for me. I'm really over Sally is shown like 75% of the time, and I'm gonna need it to go down to about 10, if not lower.
Agreed. Completely agreed.
Just not about it. I don't have a lot of comments for this episode because I think we'll have a lot more comments next episode, and there's a lot gonna go down. We are kind of on a cliffhanger with the engagement party. Okay, do you think this is gonna like break the fourth wall? Like with, I mean, I know reality is overproduced. I know. You don't need to
What?
tell me.
I don't think so.
No, they have cameras on them 24 hours a day. We see
But
everything.
they're not thinking about them. They're not acting any differently because of them.
No.
It's
Um,
just normal.
do you think that Rodrigo's engagement party this was just the one for the show? Or do you think they fully didn't show Taylor? Because Rodrigo and Taylor are really good friends. So I was
Oh.
And I know Taylor said she wasn't going to be on the show, but I was thinking we'd at least see her in the background, and my eyes were peeled, the whole time. And like, are we going to see her? But we never saw her. But maybe they specifically had to edit her out. But I know she was probably there.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I don't know.
Maybe they only had an engagement party for the show. I don't know.
Yeah, because now I want to go back and like look at all the guests and be like, does this seem authentic or no? I don't know. They seem like they'd have a bunch of buddies and like great friends. They just seem like they're so fun
Yeah, they
and like
do.
super nice people that like I feel like their engagement party would be like such a fun time. Which I guess those probably were the vibes. I just wasn't. That's not what I was paying attention to. But now I might have to go back and really sleuth it out.
What were we paying attention to? Vanita's beautiful dress? Because she looked stunning.
What was that? Because I don't think I even noticed that. What
What
was I
were you
paying
paying attention to?
attention? I have no idea.
Uh,
That's usually number one on my mind, but
Craig's hat.
oh, I do unfortunately remember that. I mean, that is just you see it for 1 second, it's unfortunately imprinted in your brain. And the
No.
amount of compliments he got on it,
She's
just
like,
like
you guys
boosts his
are all
ego.
just baiting him.
Liars. Liars.
Liars.
I would love to see Craig on Traitors, I will say.
I think Craig would actually be good on Traitors.
Yes. I was thinking, I kind of am like, I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if he went on Dancing with the Stars next season,
And I'm okay
just
with
because
that.
he's kind of getting this like fame of some sort, I guess. I would not like to see him on that show because I think he's going to get a redemption arc that he doesn't deserve. Because
Mm.
I'm rewatching Southern Charm right now, and I don't think I've ever like really watched it after like knowing people
Yeah.
and like looking into them a lot more. Craig has never really changed, and I just, I
He was
don't
just
know.
the best guy on Southern Charm, which is not
Yes.
hard to do.
Exactly, especially when you're with like Thomas. And I would say I
Hmm.
love Shep in early seasons. Like Shep has
Yeah.
my heart for the most part. Obviously, he makes his weird decisions, but he's more in the background because Craig is like, there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I don't
I feel
think
like,
Shep is like a bad guy. I
and
just
he's just
think he
weird.
kind of has the Tom Schwartz kind of you never change, you never really look that inward
Yes.
kind of thing where you just kind of the same. He's like what, 40 in his 40s now, but he's acting the same as he did when he first started
Yeah.
Southern Charm.
Exactly.
But this season, Shep is really growing on me this season.
Yeah, but I also think he's just like barely in it. I
Yeah.
I will say I like out of all the guys, I think Shep is the best guy. Again, it's not
Hmm.
hard to be the best guy on Southern Charm. Obviously, I think Rodrigo is actually the best guy, but
Yeah.
like
But Rodrigo didn't
of
come
the
in
single
until
guys.
Taylor was in it. He wasn't in, hasn't been in that many seasons, right?
No, yeah. And he's not in it enough where we're like, we know about your life, you're
Yeah.
doing confessionals really, or like, he's not really in it the way
Hmm.
like Shep and Craig are.
Yeah, this season, sorry, I was getting my drink and then I was like, eat this.
Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
to wear my sweatshirt. Sorry. I
Oh,
just saw that.
this season, I'm gonna just, I'll say what I want to say about Rodrigo, then I'll show the sweatshirt. This season we're definitely seeing him the most we've ever seen him, and I'm really loving that. Bring
Mhm.
more Rodrigo on.
Say, agreed.
Less Sally, more Rodrigo, more Molly, more Vanita. I mean, Vanita's actually in it quite a lot this season compared to past seasons.
Hmm.
Less Craig and Austin together. I know it is a juicy storyline, but I'm over those two being on the screen at the same time. I don't mind them being on the screen in opposite times, but just don't have them together anymore. I'm over
I'm
that.
So over it. This storyline is done. It's over. Let's just forget about it. They're not meant to be friends. Stop forcing it. Stop putting them in
Mm-hmm.
scenes together. Stop making them hang out. When you guys go to events, hey, just don't talk to each other. I know it's
I
hard for
agree.
you, Austin, because you can't keep your little eyes off Quick.
Well, he really can't.
No, he
And
literally can't.
you're so right because even when he was talking to Audrey, in when they were like getting ready for the party, again, she was talking about Shep and he's like, "Well, it's actually Craig's fault." And it's like, you can't you're like Trump with Biden. You can't keep that person's mouth out of your name out of your mouth.
You can't keep that person's mouth out of where?
Ugh, I don't know. Anyway,
It's
pause really
nauseating.
fast. Here's the sweatshirt. We had mentioned it last episode. Kendra made me a sweatshirt and a sweatpants for Christmas. I'm only wearing a sweatshirt today, but it has our logo on it. On the sleeve, it has dipshit. Let me put it really close. Dipshit number one. And the best part, cat ears, baby.
Cat ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I'm gonna keep my hood on the whole time. I look like a sheepdog. Gotta put some of my hair away. Does that look better?
It was good how you had it before.
Like this?
Yeah.
A lot of hair going on. Oh, I loved Vanita and her mom going to that place. Also, I was like, I want a flight of those
Ah,
daiquiris. That looked
I
great.
know. I have the same thing. I was also like, their Bloody Marys there have to be. So, it looked like the best place to get a Bloody Mary.
It looked great.
Hmm.
I love her and her mom's conversations. I agreed with her mom. It's what I said last weekend. And last week on the podcast. I don't know what I'm saying. Honestly, I feel like my mouth is not working.
Hey.
Uh, um, oh yeah, when her mom was saying that she thought Benita was mean to Sally, and I agree. I mean, you
Yes.
and I had talked about last week that yes, Sally and Benita, I just don't think are good friends. Like they just don't match as friends in general.
Mm-mm.
And but I think I told you so to Sally and saying I won't be there when he hurts you. Yes, if you're trying to be friends long term, that's not the way to do it.
I will say, who was it that drew the similarity between Sally and Vanita and Craig and Austin?
Oh yeah,
Was it?
somebody did, and it is very similar.
Yeah, they are kind of giving Craig and Austin, and I think that if they, continued on their friendship and had years and years the way Craig and Austin do, I think it could turn into something very similar
Yeah.
of being
Same.
two in each other's business and like two kind of holding each other, holding things over each other's head. Like, I don't know. I don't know. They need to part ways. Southern Charm, it's hard because it's just like a lot of them, I don't even think they have a good friendship base.
Hmm.
So I don't even think they should be friends, most of them.
Yeah, when they
Like
talk about how
Vanderpump Rules was always
small,
like, how
oh, I'm
small
just
what?
saying how
Oh,
small Charleston is and how they're all just
yeah.
kind of the same friend groups and they all date kind of the same people.
Yeah. At a certain point, it just feels like adults that are like hanging out, but like have no actual relationship together.
Hmm. No, I totally
You know,
agree.
Austin and Sally are
Okay, I'm excited
horrible
to see how this,
people.
not excited, I'm intrigued to see how this plays out next episode. The way they were hugging and talking at the bar,
Dude,
absolutely not.
I just think it's every girl's like, one of their worst nightmares is to like go to an event with their boyfriend that they're feeling secure with, and their boyfriend's telling them all these things. Like Austin really is telling
Hmm.
Audrey, like, oh yeah, I don't know what these people are talking about. They're trying to get in our heads. They're trying to get in our relationship. Like, who do they think they are? Blah blah blah. When it's like, no, you clearly are having wavering thoughts about the
Hmm.
relationship in general, but then also you're having some thoughts about Sally, and that has been clear.
Yes.
And you're like not being upfront with your girlfriend about it, and you're also like making her completely trust you, believe you, taking into her to an event,
Hmm.
and then like going on and pretty much flirting like right in front of her face. But she's over here thinking, okay, well, an hour ago we just had this conversation where he completely reassured me, so I'm totally fine. There's no reason for me to look into it. Like
Yeah. No.
it's just,
And I'm like,
ugh.
Austin, you know that she'll probably watch the season back. Like you're
Yes,
talking to Madison about all of it, and then you kind of did tell Craig. He did tell Craig that he's kind of jealous that he's single. Like let's rewind the tapes. You did.
literally.
And then yeah, he said other things too, where that's not something that you want to. hear, or especially even when Patricia's like, "Do I hear wedding bells?" in the meeting, he's like, "Oh no, 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 no." It's not even like,
Yes.
"Oh, we've only been dating for a year, maybe like a year, one more year." No, it was like he was appalled by it, and it's like no girl
Yeah.
wants to hear that if you're dating.
No. But he really is telling her something totally different to her face. It's just like scary. And he's over here like acting like this nice guy and like whatever. But he's clearly into Sally. He clearly wants to be single. He clearly wants to be doing whatever he wants. I'm also like,
Hmm.
what? That's what I just don't understand with like these kind of things that happen and like cheating or like emotionally cheating or, having like wavering thoughts or things like that. Like, what are you benefiting from having a girlfriend? Like, what
Yeah,
is Austin benefiting from this relationship if he wants to be single, if he wants to flirt with Sally, and if he's in a long distance relationship where it's more money and more work to be seeing this girlfriend than it is to be single, pursuing Sally, whatever you want, if that's truly what you want anyway. Like, what is the benefit of this that you
yeah, I don't get it
are
either. It's like the
perceived as?
emotional support on the side, or is it
Yeah.
the way people like treat you differently if you're in a relationship? I don't know.
Yeah, like, are you just like you want the perception of being a
Like you have it all
boyfriend?
together kind of thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's just gross. I'm
We've
like,
seen it before. We've seen it before where he wants one thing, acts a different way, tells a girl a certain story, tells another girl a certain story, and then he's like, "Whoa, these girls are crazy," but it's literally all him every freaking time.
yes, and now he's doing the same thing to Craig too, which Craig, has his
Yes.
issues. But he is over here telling Craig, like, oh yeah, I'm kind of jealous of you for being single. Over here, clearly, let's be honest, the reason he was getting so into Craig and Sally's business is because he was jealous that Craig was spending so much more time with Sally and the fact that Sally was interested in Craig.
Hmm.
It's like, and now he's gaslighting Craig and he'd be like, I never said that. Like, I
Yeah.
love Audrey, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, you can't just change your perspective and thoughts on things based on who you're around,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, he's gaslighting Craig and he's also telling Sally things that Craig didn't say, or he's very exaggerating what Craig said.
Yes.
So,
He's such a little shit stirrer. It makes me angry. And the fact that
yep.
Sally also could like, first of all, the fact that she didn't say hi to Audrey, that is just gross and weird and fishy and suspicious. It makes me think that there was something happening behind the scenes
Yeah.
that
Nah,
we'll
I
probably
do
never know
not
about.
trust Sally one bit.
No, but for her to not even say hi, it's like, I don't know. Like, her and Austin had to have had some
Hmm.
sort of emotional thing going on for her to even like justify in her head not to say hi to his girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's
Or
just
if she just, I
gross.
feel like she's a girl that maybe just feels very insecure around other girls. I'm not sure.
I just don't get it's just gross. And then to be flirting with Austin,
Yeah.
like,
She just is definitely gives me the
what?
type of girl that needs to have, she doesn't like want to sleep with every single man, but she needs to know that every single man would pick her out of any other
Yes.
girl. And it's
Yeah.
just, those are the girls we do not trust in this world.
No, and it's like be
Just
more
go home to your,
original.
yeah, go home to your chicken, Sally.
Go home to your chickens, maybe get a new storyline because we're sick of this one.
We're sick
Been
of
there,
it.
heard it, over it.
Over it. Yeah, show us more Molly. That's my
Yes.
takeaway from Southern Charm.
Yeah, I love Molly.
Me too. But another Southern show about to come out. Did you see the trailer?
No.
Southern Hospitality coming back March, baby. And Emmy has a few freakouts.
Classic.
Yeah, Michaels has a few freakouts. Looks like it's
Oh.
gonna be a crazy ride. And I'm interested. I mean, I won't be when it showed, but Grace got arrested recently. So I bet it out would be in the show. I don't remember for what. Who knows? Probably something,
Let me look it up because I
very
feel like that's like
Grace.
we should know about that.
Southern Hospitality comes out in March, and so does the next season of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives already. I feel like we
Oh my
just ended
God.
talking about that.
Dude, that's crazy.
Hmm.
I'm like, I needed a longer break. I'm not gonna
Me too. I was
lie.
gonna the same thing. I
That's
was like, I'm not fully settled from that show. We have
no.
some shows they take too long, like Summer House. I think
Yes.
Southern Charm took too long. Southern Hospitality, this hasn't been that long. Honestly, I'm very surprised we already get a new season. Maybe it has
Yeah.
been just as long.
I don't know.
But yeah, Serial Normal Wives, I'm like, you guys just ended like with the reunion like a month ago, 2 months ago.
Literally. Like,
So
I
we're
don't know. That's
back on it.
a little too much for me.
Yeah.
Grace was arrested on harassment charge after her ex-boyfriend reported her to authorities and alleged that she attempted to gain access to an apartment and stalked him.
Oh, well, not good.
Not good, Grace.
Not good, Grace. It'll be interesting to see this season. I gotta
Yeah,
rewatch last season, honestly.
same. I don't really remember. I may remember some stuff, but
Yeah. Any other thoughts with Southern Charm?
no, I don't believe so.
Me either. On to our last show, Vanderpump Rules.
Oh yeah.
This episode kind of boring.
I
Um,
will say I just think it's getting more boring as it goes on,
agree.
unfortunately. I
Agree.
don't know.
Okay, the one crazy part though, and I'm on Angelica's side here, on their OnlyFans, them oiling each other up and rubbing each other naked in the shower, they're cousins. That's
I'm sorry.
incest.
I will say great marketing on their part. Like, first of
Yeah.
all, like what the actual video is and what they're doing should have never been done in the first place.
No.
Definitely not. But it even got me thinking, oh my God, I just have to, I have to see the proof. And it's more just like, there's no way. There's no way they're doing it to the, like, first of all, that's it. Actually, the more I'm talking about it, the more I'm like, well, I don't know. Because I was gonna say
Okay.
there's no way they're doing it to the extent. But like, even if they're not doing it to the extent that they said, even just the fact that it's two cousins naked oiling each other up.
That's
I don't care.
so
Like, I don't care if you're just
gross.
oiling his big toe. You know, it's like that's gross and
You guys
weird.
are family.
Yes.
I think for research purposes for this podcast, you need to subscribe to their OnlyFans.
I'm not gonna lie, like every time like so tempted. And that night I was like, but then I was like, that's what they want. That's what they want
I
from
feel
me. And
like
then
you're
just
gonna have one drinky drink tonight, and you're gonna be like, beep, 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 beep.
I
And then you're
mean,
gonna be like
because
FaceTiming me, being like, "Oh my God, they're oiling each other
oh,
up."
if I do it, I will FaceTime you because I'm gonna need you to also see it. Because I'm just like, I can't imagine that happening. And then also when they were like, well, now they're in the shower. And then they like throw the phone down and be like, oh my God, no. I'm like, what happened?
You're right. It has to be crazy marketing. They're probably making bank right now off their
Oh, for
OnlyFans.
sure. Like, who didn't watch that? I mean, who watched that and wasn't like, there wasn't a little sneaky part of you that was like, I kind of want to see
You
it.
know, I'll
Not in like
say
a pervy way, but just
I
in like a
didn't want to see it,
curiosity.
but now that you say it, and now that you're gonna go subscribe to their OnlyFans, now I kind of want to see it.
I don't think I'm for sure doing this, but I am tempted. I'm not gonna lie, because I just can't imagine. Like I can't, and like I don't know. I'm like, are you guys actually cousins, or are you guys just playing cousins on this show? Because I don't know. Are they secretly like lovers that are
Definitely
like, you know,
could
what'd be
be.
funny is if we went on Vanderpump Rules as cousins and then marketed it at our OnlyFans. But
I feel like the internet's too good. Somebody would have already figured that out if they
I
were
think so
doing that.
too. I don't know, but it's sus. And I'm sorry. I'm gonna be because she didn't tell. Is it
Audrey.
Audrey? She
Yeah.
didn't tell Audrey yet, right? Or Audrey doesn't know.
No. And that's Audrey is so cool about the OnlyFans, all of that. But I feel like you cannot stand beside your person oiling down their cousin.
Dude, that's actually so insane. Even
It's
like not
wild.
okay, first of all, it being your cousin is insane. But then like, I don't know, just the whole concept. Like, I mean, OnlyFans pop off and like get your money. And like Audrey knew going in like what it was, but I don't think she knew going. I mean, obviously we haven't
No.
seen their conversations, but I personally, when I heard him speak about his OnlyFans, him and Jason, I thought they were saying like, oh, we separately have OnlyFans. And like
That's what I
men
thought too.
OnlyFans. I didn't think it was going to be anything like overly
Yeah.
sexual.
I
I
thought so
kind of thought it
too.
was
Or like
like,
they would help each other film, maybe. How
yes,
gross that is, yes. But being like certain angles, kind of gross.
yes.
But it's not the same as physically oiling them down on video.
No, exactly. Like that's like foreplay. That's
Yeah,
foreplay.
that's
You know,
incest.
that's incest and that is foreplay.
Yeah.
And then when they were saying it's a joint account,
Yeah, I too thought
I
it
was
was
like,
separate accounts that they maybe like crossed sometimes of being like
Yes.
a random be like, here's my cousin. But like, sorry, I did this. Should not done
But
this
also with
that.
men, I honestly just thought like, okay, I just feel like they probably just post like shirtless pictures, maybe like some dick pics here and there for fun, like maybe them like, do whatever they want to do with themselves. Like, okay. And then I thought it was like more like, messaging women on there kind of vibes or like,
Hmm.
it's just, I was not obviously. And then
Dude,
like
you just have to subscribe because also when they said saggy balls, I was like, nobody's attracted to that.
dude, that's why I'm like, is this a joke? Like,
Is this rage bait? Because I feel like
yes.
it has
This
to be a
cannot
joke.
be real. And like I really get it. I get like, we've all been there where you're just like, what should I do? Probably post on OnlyFans. We've all
Hmm.
been there where it's crossed our minds once or twice. And I can understand, okay, you're living with your cousin. You guys are like, trying to get some money together. And you're like, the simplest, quickest way, and like probably the most fun way would be this.
Hmm.
Totally understand how that happens, but don't understand how you go to joint account to then also oiling each other up and then also
Being in the
writing
shower.
graphic captions
Hmm.
that are not hot. They're gross.
No, they need
Like, do they
ChatGPT
know?
for this. Just kidding.
Yeah. I mean,
Don't.
take a page out of Craig's book and use Chat GPT.
Because it
It
would
just
help
doesn't
your
make sense.
captions.
That's why I'm starting
Um,
to like, is the OnlyFans like supposed to be like hee hee ha ha? Because who writes saggy balls and just to try to
that's
like make somebody
what
laugh?
I'm saying. We'll only know unless you subscribe. That's what they want. We're falling into their trap.
Exactly. You never want to fall into a man's trap.
No, never. Um, I do feel because Audrey's kind of already getting the ick a little bit of just, she said she's like she didn't like that he came
Oh,
up and was like, you
yes.
have a hot ass, and he's not anything like romantic. He's just kind of like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I do feel like because she's already kind of has the ick a little bit, this will for sure.
I don't know how I couldn't. I genuinely don't know
Yeah.
how you could hear that and then be like, eh.
No, that would for sure be a thing where I'd be like, yeah, I don't care if we were like deeply in love. That is too far.
Too far. But I'm almost like now they're probably making bank off that video, which
Yeah.
is like good for them, but also is it worth it? I don't know. But then she was on
I
Watch What
don't know.
Happens Live and Andy was asking her about her relationship and there was like a poll of I didn't watch the whole episode, I've just seen clips of it, so I definitely could be getting things wrong,
Because
but
she was with Johnny Weir on that, right?
I think so, yeah. And there was a poll of like, do you think that Chris and Audrey are good together? And it was like a bunch of people obviously said yes. And she was like,
Mm.
but
I wonder
also
if she's
like,
just playing it up or
yeah, like she doesn't have to
yeah.
disclose it. And she probably can't disclose it right now.
No, she probably can be like, ooh. Because it's like
Yeah.
you want people to keep watching it. It'll be interesting. And they probably, since they're coworkers, are probably still friends,
Yeah.
even if they're not together. Who knows? Other than that, in this episode, Kim honestly annoyed me. Thank God they're broken up for a little bit. I don't see the breaking up lasting a long time, but she's like, it just wasn't really fair that Audrey and Chris got the whole master suite. That's usually me and Marcus. It's like,
Yeah. You aren't rooming with him anyway, weirdo.
no, I can't. I did like the three of them watching that video together. That was funny. But
Yes.
other
I
than
like
that,
her as a friend. I mean, as
mm-hmm,
like, I mean, I don't know that friend group. Because I just don't really like Angelica.
mm-hmm.
Not a huge fan of Kim. And then wasn't it Demi in there?
Demi, yeah.
And I don't like Demi that much either. It's like that group. I'm kind of like, eh. But if they're gonna be a friend group, I like them more. They're obviously more entertaining to see together than they are to see with any boys.
For sure. And I know it's edited, but we've only seen Kim either talk bad about her relationship, talk good about her relationship, or talk badly about another girl. We've
Yeah.
never seen any conversation or her personality outside of kind of talking shit about people.
Yeah.
So,
It was interesting though. Like I kind of feel like I don't know. I don't know if Marcus is as thoughtful about all of it. Maybe he is. He just comes across kind of being like, I do what I want in the moment kind of vibes. But I do feel like Kim is almost like, I don't want to say trauma bonded. I'm just saying that because I've been watching a lot of Tell Me Lies. But I just feel like the fact that, like, yeah, his parents have passed. I think she was with him when one of his parents passed, like
yeah, she was.
romantically.
Yeah.
I could see him like I understand her perspective when she was talking in her confessional about being like because of everything that he's been through, I'm not just gonna like throw him on a street and like, break up with him or whatever. Like,
Completely.
obviously, I'm gonna give him more grace than I would have given him in the past, kind of thing with
Hmm.
everything that he's going through right now. Like, I can see her perspective with that. I'm just like, there's certain things that I don't think you should be putting up with, whether or not he's been through things, but I also get why you wouldn't want to leave him if you guys
For sure.
obviously have a close emotional bond
Yeah.
despite all that.
No, I totally get that. And even from his point of view, I see how he keeps going back to Kim because you kind of want to, you kind of stick with those people that were there for your worst times.
Yeah. Yeah, and you think like, okay, if we can go through that together, we can go through anything together, kind of thing.
Exactly.
Like at least I have that safety net almost.
And it
But
still like holds a memory of like, grief is weird. You kind of weirdly want to hold on to the grief
yeah,
instead of letting it go. Like when dad died, my ex was there with us. And it is kind of a weird thing of like now, I mean, and I'm totally, past my ex, but it was a weird thing of like because he was there, it's kind of weird to not, you know what I'm trying to say? He
yeah,
was in
and
that
like
memory.
yes,
Is that weird to say? I
no,
don't know.
no, and like I've always kind of wondered like,
I think sorry, what I'm trying to get at, we went really fast. What I was trying to get at, it makes you hang on a lot longer than when, like now it's not a thing, but at the time, when I was like thinking about breaking up with them, it was definitely like, well, it was like he was there for my like the worst part of my life,
yeah, it's
and then
almost like how do you
how do you,
like
yeah,
just end something with somebody that was there for like one of the biggest parts of your life, the most
yeah,
like traumatic part of your life,
even though you
and
know it
then
should end, it's just like
yeah, but then like
there's
okay,
something
one
about
day
that.
you're just like stranger kind of you're just strangers and you don't like go to that person anymore or like
Hmm.
when they were there for like something that like your next person isn't going to be there for your next person's not going to understand the way that they are. But like it's like a weird comfort thing. I can see
Hmm.
that even though it's like such an unhealthy thing to stay with a person that you're not like happy with like for Kim and Marcus, but I don't know. I can like really understand, and I can also see the perspective. Obviously, they break up on and off, but they're never fully broken up. I can see the perspective of being like from kind of more Marcus's perspective, and like I guess like your perspective. I wasn't with anybody when Dad passed, but of being like, yes, they were there for me for all of that, and they hold those like memories with me. But then also, it's like they also had to experience something traumatic and go through all
Hmm.
of these emotions on their own just with like what happened around them. How could like somebody go through all of that and then I just be like, well, bye,
That's
you know?
honestly, you summed that up way better than I could have. That was beautiful. That was on point right there.
Thanks. But I
Um,
can see that. Like, I just don't even, I just think that the whole, like, obviously, just when anything big happens in anybody's life, relationship or not, it's going to obviously affect the trajectory of everything.
hmm.
If you're in a relationship with a person, and like all of us are in relationships or have been in relationships in the past where it's like, yeah, this probably isn't the right one right now, but like we're having a good
Yep.
time,
Yeah.
or like, yeah, you're
Hmm.
young and you're like just kind of doing whatever, or like you all have like hope in the beginning of relationships, and then as you go on longer, you're like, oh no, this is the person for me, or like,
Hmm.
things just happen in relationships, obviously, like, so it's just really bad timing for something traumatic and a big life-changing event to happen when you're in one of those relationships that aren't going to be like sticking.
Hmm.
And then it's just like, how do you just the navigation of all of that? It's just like, I don't know. I just think there's so much behind that. And
For
like,
sure. Yeah,
obviously, I
and it's
appreciate,
also like, your like his parents died. It was like a cutoff. So it
hmm
probably feels like I can't cut another person
yeah,
off that's like an emotional support because you've had so much cut off. He's had so much cut off in the past.
yeah. And like how
You
you
know?
said, like holding on to grief too, like a big part of that is holding on to those people that were
Hmm.
there in your life before the passing happened, just because they hold, yeah, like even if like it's not a person that like was necessarily in the memories with your parents,
Hmm.
it's just that life you had before knowing how horrible life could be, like holding on to that section of it too, and like holding on to those people and like wanting to be reminded of yourself before the darkness swept in,
Hmm.
you
No,
know?
absolutely. No, you
Like,
are you are just nailing it today.
this is me hammering.
I know earlier when I said on point, I wanted to be like point. Like
Ooh, the point
like a dance
shoe.
because I've been it was the the national dance. I don't know what you call them. The national dance competitions, or like
Oh,
of all the colleges recently. So it's been on my TikTok so much.
yeah. I haven't
Um,
seen too many. I saw Minnesota's. Theirs was good. Very
yeah,
good. As per usual.
per usual.
But yeah, I just think it's
Um,
nuts. And I just think I like how they're kind of touching on it more, but obviously like we're not gonna get in there in their heads. And I just think it's a really interesting like I just think we can't look at them so like obviously and be like, they need to break up. Obviously they need to break up, but I just think there's like so much more behind it.
yeah,
As
I
there is
do
with
have
any
some
relationship, but like
for
I
sure.
think
I have
we
some soft spots for them,
yeah, I
but I
think we
wish
can
they would
connect on
both
those notes.
maybe go to therapy, learn a little
Agreed.
bit because
Agreed.
they're very manipulative and toxic, and in the long run, it's not helping anything out.
Yes.
But no, for
Agreed.
sure. Those are really my only points of Vanderpump Rules.
I think same.
Should we do one more show that's not reality? Tell Me Lies. Are you all caught up?
Oh, I'm caught up and I am rewatched. I
I
am
Mom told me that you suggested it to her, and I was like, Kendra, that's very sexual. So it'll be very
dude,
interesting.
listen to this. First of all, I did mom tell you my story?
No.
Oh my God.
Oh wait,
Okay.
yes. But say your story.
Okay. First of all, I started season three, have been caught up, but then I was like missing points, so I rewatched all the way from beginning to season three, and I did it in like 2 weeks. So you best believe my mindset was messed up. I was convinced my boyfriend was cheating on me 24/7. I was like, I can't trust anybody, and like it was not good. My mindset was. I was going through it, but then I was like, probably because I'm watching Tell Me Lies, basically
Hmm.
24/7. That could probably be it. But have I
Probably.
stopped? No, I haven't. It's just so good. It's so good, so addicting. But I was, I have learned to not watch this show in my living room because my living room, I have like huge huge window in my living room that faces out to the street. And my curtains like kind of, showcase a little bit of my living room if you're like peeking in. But like my street's quiet. I don't ever like really think about it or worry about it too much. Whatever. Probably shouldn't say that on the internet, but I now I do. Now I do, okay? Anyway, I was eating dinner and I was like, I'll just turn on Tell Me Lies while I eat dinner. Turned it on. This was also during the exploding tree warning, so I was on extra cautious aware. And all of a sudden, I hear this huge boom. I'm like, oh my God, a tree is exploding. And I was like so excited. So I start looking outside. Of course, I see headlights. And who is it? It's my snow removal people. The people who clean up the snow on my driveway. And usually, if it's light dusting, that's all they do. But this was a little bit more than light dusting. So they decided that they wanted to come on my porch and shovel off my porch.
Oh
Okay.
no. And that's right
So
there by that window.
yes, right when they start coming up, I'm on my couch, like laying down as low as I possibly can get because I'm like, I can't let them know that I'm in here. This is too much. I'm too close. And I just have a weird thing with like people at my door. I was like, I can't get up because they're gonna see me move and like run to my
And for
bedroom. So I just have to
reference,
like,
this is probably like if Kenner's on her couch and they're outside, there's just the wall in between them, the window. They're probably
yes,
like 2 feet away.
like so close. And I just want to say I had had a few drinks at this point, so my my mental state was already like hyper aware, and I'm like laying on my couch as low as I can possibly get, being like, do not see me. And the whole time, Tell Me Lies is still going. And I'm thinking, oh my God, no sex scene, no sex scene, no sex scene, please, God, no. And they're shoveling my driveway. And what comes on? It's an insane sex scene.
Of
Like the,
season 3 or
I think it was season two, but is it season two? It was the sex scene where he's like literally like, she's has her tits out. He's like between her thighs. His head is between her thighs, like full
oh
nudity.
no.
Like it basically looks like full on porn. Like so graphic. So graphic.
Oh no, and
And
they're right
they're
outside your window.
right outside my window. My subtitles are on. They're moaning so loud.
Oh, they for sure heard.
But I was like, I can't turn it off now because I'm like pretending I'm not here. Which also, like, girl, they know you're there. Your TV is on and your lights are on. But in my like state of mind, I was like, they can't know that I'm here. It was horrible.
Oh
It was
my God. They're gonna
horrible.
about to be at your house constantly.
Yeah,
One
it felt like
snow,
it went on for
anything.
so long. Like it went on like the whole sex scene, and then finally they left. I was like, oh my God, thank God. But like, it was graphic.
Oh no. So that story is the story that made mom now watch it.
Yes, which is actually very silly because I've been talking about it a lot recently, ever since it came out, and mom kept being like, I really need to watch that show. Remember you and Lauren always talking about that show, and I really need to start watching it. And I've always been like, yes, I would love to hear your theories on like the people and also like obviously your theories on what's going to be happening.
Mm-hmm.
Because my our mom's very she loves picking apart like a show and like obviously
Mm-hmm.
like if she could have one of those like police boards that has all like the post-it notes connected, our mom would love that.
100%. And she usually likes the characters opposite of who Kendra and I like. So it's very
Yes.
interesting that because it's
Yeah.
widely opposite views. So it's honestly, I love conversing about shows with her.
Exactly. And yeah, we've been so like, the whole time this season three's been out, I've been saying like, yeah, you really should watch it. I would love to hear your theories about it. It's actually so nuts. And then of course that's the story that she was like, and like she texted me that night. I finally watched the first episode, and I was like, of course that's what gets you to watch it.
I love it. We can talk about a little bit. I'm going to say spoiler warning. If you have not got up on Tell Me Lies, doo doo doo, skip this little part, go to our picky dicky. Um, I'm shipping Bree and Wrigley so much, but I know she marries Evan, and I'm
I
so
know.
sad about it.
I know. They would be so cute together.
So cute. And Evan pissed me off. Evan was like kind of for me. He was really good in the first season. When he started treating Molly poorly, but still liking Bree, I was like, this man is like every other man. But then him airing out Diana's pregnancy at the table, I was
Oh
like,
my gosh.
mm-mm, I don't like this man. Mm-mm.
Yes. Yes.
So, and I love that Wrigley stood up for Diana, and I'm just a big fan of Wrigley and Bree.
I know. Wrigley, like, he's always had his moments. He's always been the best guy on the show objectively, though, because
Hmm.
it's like, I mean, your two competitors are Evan, who cheated,
And
and
Steven, literally the worst man on this planet.
yeah, Steven, who you literally can't get worse than that. It's like,
Yeah.
of course, Wrigley's gonna be the best, and he's, gone through a lot, but he's just, even this season especially, he's having like an insane hero arc, Like,
Hmm.
that man is something else. And I'm
Something
also shipping
else.
it. I would love to see that. What a missed opportunity. I mean, I think obviously more happened
Yeah,
based
we're
off
gonna
the
see
ending
them.
wedding scene, but like,
Yeah, we're gonna see them get together. Well, it's crazy because when Steven was looking at the phone, Bree and Wrigley been FaceTiming all day. So it wasn't something that happened in like college. I mean, it probably was,
yes.
but they had kept in touch.
Well, yes. And then so Wrigley was the phone call,
Yeah.
right? But pre-wedding,
Mm-hmm.
which like I know she's the girl who plays Bree has spoken out saying like she didn't know up until before filming season three
Oh,
who
that's
the phone call
crazy.
was. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think anybody knew anything. So I watched back season one being like, oh, were there any signs? Like, are Wrigley and Bree being weird together at the wedding in season one, season two scenes? And
Mm.
like, they're really not. So it's hard to,
They kept it kind of a secret.
yeah, it's hard to go off of. But like, because even when he like picks her up, he's like, I'm gonna steal your wife.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, okay, but if something was sus was happening there, you would just think. But also, he's coming coked up, like,
Yeah, and that's very Wrigley's personality. So I don't think
yeah.
anybody saw anything of it. I don't know. I don't know. I love Brie. I love her character arc this season.
Mhm.
The teacher can go fuck himself. That was
Dude.
horrible. The way he manipulated her and was even holding on to her arm.
Yes, he's
Horrible.
disgusting. Even the way he spoke to Evan is disgusting. How he was
Disgusting.
like, what did he say? I don't know. He's just like so like dominant
Hmm.
and just disgusting and like
Hmm.
conniving and ugh.
And Lucy doesn't have many good moments, but I did like, even though she totally handled that poorly, when she was brought into the dean's office with her old professor and her old professor followed her out. I was like, the one good moment of Lucy was her telling off that professor because that
Yes,
professor is just as compliant as what's his name? I don't remember.
Oliver.
Oliver? Oliver.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oliver.
Oliver. Oh no, but other than that, Steven and Lucy are crazy. Lucy, I think she should have just owned it up to Bree that she slept with Evan instead of
Dude,
making this video because now a court case, it's not going to go anywhere.
no. It's like yes. It's like it just shows obviously we've seen it the whole show.
Hmm.
Lucy's decision making skills are absolutely horrible. She doesn't have
Yes.
any.
And Diana, she called her out this episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, which is like it's just spot on like her decision making skills. Like I don't care how much you want to be a good person. If at the end of the day you are constantly making the wrong decision that it's like hurting more people than it's benefiting, then I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. It's like I don't think maybe you are a good person. I want it's such a weird dynamic in a show because it's like Lucy to her actions and like who she is for the most part, like really is not a good person.
Mm-mm.
And she's like kind of comparable to Steven a lot. Like obviously Steven turns her into this, but at the same time, like even season one where she breaks up with her boyfriend has no remorse about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like all these other things, it's like she's still not always
Been good, yeah.
been good.
Mm-hmm.
But like I think just because she's the main character and she's who we're following around, we have
We're
this like soft spot for
we're
her.
rooting
But
for her.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're rooting for her, and we see her against this evil devil of a human being.
Mm-hmm.
So of course we're rooting for her in that situation. But like I'm even rooting for her in like friendships and stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm like, no, Brie would be better off, honestly,
Yeah.
without Lucy. Like,
Yeah, because you just heard the cliff notes. You'd be like, oh, she slept with her best friend's boyfriend? Absolutely not. But
yeah,
then you're kind of like, I don't know. And also, I kind of wish you would have told Bree because yes, that would have not been their good friendship, but Bree wouldn't have gone back with Evan,
exactly.
and she would
That's
have
why
been with Wrigley.
I have a theory that Brie knows
Mm.
before the phone or before the voice memo from Steven because
Yeah, she didn't seem very shocked.
she didn't seem very shocked by that information. I feel like she already knew. I don't know if I kind of think she already knew from Steven, but I also think she already knew from Lucy.
Lucy, yeah.
People think that she already knows now and is just trying to get Lucy to say it, which
Mm.
could be a theory. But I think she definitely knew by the wedding already. I just can't imagine her getting back with Evan and Lucy because the guilt is consuming Lucy right now
Oh
so
yeah,
much
it
as
is. Yeah.
is. So I can't imagine Brie getting back together with Evan, them spending so much time together all as a friend group as well,
Hmm.
and Lucy not saying something.
Yeah. Honestly, Lucy had bad decisions, but honestly, the first time she met with the dean, and it'd been hard. Well, I don't know if she made the video yet. But even this time, I know it would have been hard to say in front of the girl that was assaulted. But I feel like she should have just owned up to everything. She should have said, "My God, I'm stuttering." She should have said, "To be honest, I said it at a bar one night because my friend was assaulted by him. People were talking, hyping him up, and it pissed me off that they were hyping him up because he's not a good person. And my
Yes.
friend got assaulted, but I will not release my friend's name because that's completely on her of whether she wants to come out."
Yes.
That being
It's like,
said, I will like, she should have been like, that being said, I have a crazy ex who got footage of me saying this on camera. I wanted to make it known now. You can have it written down that that was coerced out of me because he
yes.
knows something about my life or something, like she should have
Yeah.
just had it written down prior that this
I
was something,
know. That's what just bugs me. It's like there's so many other ways to go about it. Like at the end of the day, even unfortunately losing your friendship to Brie
Yes,
would have, in the long run, would have been a way better decision than what's happening now because you're affecting way more people with this decision to
for
lie
sure.
than you are by just admitting to Brie what happened and trying to like grovel your way back into that friendship.
Yeah, because the court case is gone. Now she fully lost her best friend. She's always going to lose her best friend from back home. But now she
Hmm.
fully lost her best friend because now her best friend thinks that Lucy just making things up about her brother.
Yeah.
So, but the best friend, I'm like, you're a piece of shit.
The best friend's sus, but also she has Steven in her ear
Mm-hmm.
saying whatever.
True.
I don't know. The theories online are crazy. I'm like so it's a show where I really can't
No,
figure out what's happening ever,
me either.
which I love. Like because even the
Mm-hmm.
theories I've seen people who have theories that who is it? I mean, I saw someone have a theory that Oliver is Bree's dad, which I was like, no way, that's disgusting, and I just
Ew.
can't even understand how that'd be possible.
No.
Um,
Also, gross.
yeah.
Oh. Oh
Also, like,
no. No, 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 no. I definitely don't want that to happen.
but I kind
They
of
did
think
things
that
on that washing machine
no,
that,
I think that Bree's a lot more conniving than we're saying. I think she comes off as
oh,
just like, she definitely
agreed.
has. I think she's been a mastermind behind a lot of this the entire time. I think she's like the good version of Steven, where
Mm-hmm.
she's calculated, she's looking into everybody's words.
But people underestimate her.
People underestimate her, but I think that she's going in with good intentions. If anything, I think she just wants to redeem her life and like give herself a better life than she had as a child, I
Mm-hmm.
think. But also, I wouldn't be surprised if she's also there to be like, I want to hold people accountable for their actions if they're actually a bad person. Like, I think she knows how to see the good in somebody and let them redeem themselves. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. And then people have been saying like Steven and Bree have hooked up, which I don't ever see happening.
No, Bree, I
I've seen a
love how
theory
much
that,
Bree and Pippa hate Steven,
yeah, same. I know they're so
which
funny.
is like so spot on for friends
Oh,
because there are
isn't
some of
that the
your
worst?
friends' boyfriends you're just like,
Yeah, that's such an interesting like topic that we could go on forever about. But like, it's just interesting being like, because wasn't that in the show where it's like, I don't know, where it was like, you're not going to lose me as a friend, but
hmm
I don't really want to see you with Steven kind of thing, where it's like
yeah,
that is such a whole tunnel to dive through.
a whole tunnel.
But
Anyway, I'm so excited for the next episode.
same. I've
Um,
also seen people saying that Steven and Bree could be like brother sister or like something like that. I'm like,
ew.
I don't think about that. I do think that she already knew, and I wonder if she's made a bad decision in the moment, like with the releasing the video,
hmm
because Steven told her when she was already like emotionally fragile and like, kind of gave her the decision, like, well, if you want to get Lucy back, you can put this video out.
Mm,
I don't know, but either way, I'm
that'll be
sucked
interesting.
in.
I'm shucked in too.
It's so
Um,
good.
we went over an hour, so should we do Picky Dicky?
Yeah, sorry. Once I get talking about Tell Me Lies, I just
Oh
can't
no, same. We'll
stop.
talk about, we can add it to our little list. Reality, reality, reality. Tell me lies.
Also, I will say one thing. I'm not excited to watch Love Island All Stars at all.
Me either. I've heard
And
some bad things.
Curtis is back.
Dude, how many shows is that man gonna be on? I thought,
Literally.
I don't know. I don't know how he does it. I don't know. I don't know. Seeing Moira on Traitors, I'm like, how are him and Moira together? Are they
Literally.
together?
Yeah, they were together.
Okay, that's what I
Because
thought.
he left. Didn't he leave Amy for?
Moira. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And then they dated outside for a little while.
How? How?
Literally
How?
how.
How?
And he got Sue
Oh yeah. How does
for a
that man get
while.
these women? These hot ass women. And he no, I can't. I can't.
Yeah, he's back. And at that point, I wasn't excited to watch it in the first place. And now with him on, I'm like, I don't know if I can do it. I
Yeah.
genuinely don't know if I can do it.
I don't know either. We'll see. Maybe. If I get just if the snowstorm lasts a while, I might have to. Okay, picky dicky time.
Picky dicky.
Picky, tricky, picky, picky, tricky, picky, dicky.
You are snowed in because we are both basically are under weather for the weekend. You are snowed in, let's just say 4 days. Give me a person. You have to give me one person from Vanderpump Rules, one person from Summer House, and one person from Southern Charm. You four are all snowed in together. Who are you
Nobody
picking?
from Traders.
Fine, pick one from Traitors this season. This season.
Rob from
Well, you can do any
Traders.
season. Any
Rob from
season.
Traders.
Okay.
Rob from Traders is number one, and him
Okay.
and I will just probably be doing our own thing the whole
I'll say
time.
power is out. So you have to think about how are we going to keep this house afloat?
So I can't
Who am
even
I going to play?
sew.
What? No, you can't sew. You can't watch TV. You can't really cook anything unless you already have perishables. You can play board games. So you have to play board games basically in the whole weekend. You might all
Oh,
also have to snuggle it up if it gets too cold with some blankets.
Rob from Traders. Okay, Rob from Traders is my number one. Instant best friends. We will be.
hmm
You said Vanderpump, Southern Charm, Summer House,
hmm
Paige from Summer House. We'd be having a blast.
You guys could just go through each other's closets the whole day.
Oh my God, we would be like doing an insane fashion show. We'd get all the flashlights together in the house and make spotlights out of them.
Yeah, yeah.
It'd be
Rob's over
awesome.
here being
Yeah,
like,
like hold this up there. Okay, a little higher. Yeah. That'd be perfect.
hmm
It'd be so fun. And maybe just, I mean, Rob is pretty handy. So, like, if anything went wrong house-wise or tree exploded, I feel like Rob would know how to handle that situation pretty
for
well.
sure.
But just to probably balance it out, well, I'd put Shep in there.
Yeah,
Mm, I think he'd be a good vibe, good
I think so
time,
too.
chill. I think he'd like keep us all calm if we were like a tree exploded. He'd be like, "Don't worry about it, guys."
He's like, take another shot.
Yeah. And then Vanderpump, probably Katie,
Oh yeah.
because she's the best one on the show, really. And
hmm
we would just all chit chat.
No,
That
for
would be
sure.
so fun though, because I could be like, give me all of the tea behind the scenes that was
Exactly.
never aired.
And that's the thing is when you're snowed in, you're gonna get a little drunk. Things are gonna
Yes.
be said.
A little kiss
I
here and there.
think I would do Summer House, And we can all guess who I'm gonna say.
Sierra?
Sierra.
Sierra.
Sierra. I think we would just vibe. Honestly, I want a no boys household for this snowstorm, so no boys are allowed. So we
This
have
is
Sierra, Southern Charm. I'm gonna say Miss Patricia because get a few drinks of Miss Patricia. She'll tell me all about the murdering of her husbands, allegedly. And I think she has so much money that if we needed to, I mean, like it's hard to get anybody anywhere, but she, I feel like, has all the stuff to really keep us going. Like
true.
maybe we should do this in Miss Patricia's house because,
I don't think you get to choose. I don't think you get to
oh,
choose where it
okay.
happens.
But she would just know.
Yeah.
Also, does her butler come along with her? I don't know. But then a man's in the household. But I don't know if she can go anywhere without her butler. So we'll see. Sierra, Miss Patricia, Vanderpump, I'm gonna say Stassi,
Mm.
and Traitors this season. I'm gonna say Tara.
Yeah. That'd be a fun little girl's
Yeah.
house, like
I feel like
sleepover
we would just all be
party.
playing board games, we'd be drinking some drinks. Or Southern Charm to Aunt Vanita. Oh, that's a hard one. But I feel like Stassi could really get secrets out of Miss Patricia.
This is true.
You know? So it's like, do I want to have a really good time with Vanita? Or do I really want to learn Miss Patricia's life? Because nobody
Honestly, she
really.
loves gossip, so
Miss Patricia? I know.
yeah.
I feel like we'd really have a good gossiping session.
Yeah.
And there's so many questions I have about Miss Patricia's life. And when would I ever get all those answers? Then a snowstorm.
True. And you really could ask her like all her opinions on the people.
Mm-hmm.
She's been with them for a long time.
Yeah,
She's
I would
kind of
get to
the
know a
out like
lot.
she's looking in, being like really observant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with Miss Patricia. Vina, you're a very close second, but I just think that Miss Patricia has a lot of life wisdom that I need to learn.
She does. Yeah, that'd be a good time.
What's your picky, Dicky?
If you could choose out of any reality show, Alan Cumming said to you, Lauren, you are going to be a traitor.
Yes.
And for this season, especially, you're the star. And you get to choose the three other traitors
There's
to work
three?
with you.
There's four
Yeah,
of
there's gonna be
us?
four of you overall.
Wow. And
Out
I
of
get a pick.
yeah, anybody who would be on Traitors.
Who are my traders with
Which would be
me?
like yeah, any reality TV star, basically.
Hmm. Okay. I know it's kind of sad, like, because he's already out, but I'm going to pick Rob because I do think Rob is the best trader that we have seen on the show.
Hmm.
So I'm going to pick Rob. My next one, I'm going to pick Britt, Dancing with the Stars.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think she would just be friendly. Nobody would expect her. She's just too nice. But she's
Hmm.
also real smart. She
Hmm.
would clock people.
Hmm.
My next one, Stassi Schroeder. She loves all of those creepy, weird games. She'd be like, a cabin with dolls? Absolutely. I'm in. You could really
Hmm.
trust her to get all that stuff done. And I think she's very good at also clocking people. My fourth one. See, there's a lot of people I would love to be on the show traders, but now that I'm working with them to be a trader, you have to be very careful.
Hmm.
I'm going to say Wes Summerhouse. I think he would also be very under the radar people. Everybody would find him funny, loving, but nobody would be expecting him to be a traitor.
Interesting.
Yes. So
Interesting.
what did I say there? I said
Wes,
Rob,
Saucy, Rob,
Rob, Britt,
Brit.
Stassi, and Wes. Those are my four traders.
Nice, 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 nice,
Well, and
nice.
me. So five? Did I do that
Oh,
wrong? I should have only picked
you
three.
picked one too many.
Well,
Okay, take
there's five
somebody
of
out.
us. Okay, if I
Who
had
are
to
you
kick
gonna
somebody else,
murder?
I would murder Wes.
Classic murder the boy.
Yes. Who'd you
Hmm.
pick?
I would pick Tim Gunn, obviously.
Hmm.
He would be an amazing trader, I think.
A
And also, I
great
think,
trader.
yeah,
Everybody
I
would
think
love him.
everybody would love him. People would be eating him up. I don't think
Hmm.
he'd be suspected at all because people would be like, I don't think he's probably watched the show. Maybe he's a huge Traitors fan. I don't know. I just suspect that I just think Tim Gunn, he's unbothered,
Yeah.
you know?
I picture him just like being in his library in his house reading historical fiction or nonfiction books.
Yeah, and he's like sipping
Yeah,
tea.
he doesn't seem like a
Like,
TV watcher to me.
no, he's like too good for it.
Yeah.
He's
Not
like
like
above.
us. We're pieces of trash.
Exactly. He's above us. The only man who I will ever say that about is Tim Gunn.
True. Mm.
So Tim Gunn, it's hard because you would want to be like, you'd want to choose some non-suspecting people because you would love to say like, Paige or like Miss Patricia, but I feel like people would
Hmm.
pick them as being like they would be great traders.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I'd have to. Unfortunately, I'm choosing men, which I'm not happy about. But this is my last man, Carl Radke.
Hmm.
I feel
I
like
think
he'd
he'd be
be
great.
fairly unsuspecting. I think he's a good team player. I think he'd be good with in the turret about like all talking about good ideas and also like being like, we can
Yeah,
all.
he's very trusting of people.
Yes, yes,
Or
and I
like
think
people
he.
trust him.
Yeah, people trust him a lot. I think that
Hmm.
he thinks before he speaks, which is unlike most men.
Yes.
And I think that we would be a good trader trio together.
One
Me,
more.
Tim, and Carl. And then for one more, of course, I need to choose.
Tim and Carl.
I need to choose a
Mm.
lady. Be my bestie, my undercover bestie. And that would have to be. Sorry. I just started thinking, I was going around the round table in my mind, and I was like, what if Jiggy was just sitting
Okay, so Jiggy is your other traitor.
there?
Did
Yeah,
you just say Ken
Jiggy.
with Jiggy?
Yeah, Ken holding Jiggy,
Okay.
matching suits, and
So
like they're
you
a
have
duo.
you have Tim Gunn, Carl, um, and Ken with
Ken and
Jiggy.
Jiggy.
Honestly, that's a pretty good traders.
It'd be good. Jiggy could sniff people out,
Yeah. In his little suit.
and then Ken
Oh.
sniffs them out too.
This one's been having an affair the whole time. I mean, he did
Oh
call out
yeah.
Sandoval. So
Speaking of which, have you seen that? Like, people are thinking more Mora and Rob like hooked up in the castle,
no way.
and she like kind of teased about it, but like it was definitely like I think a ploy to get people to watch the show. But like, also I'm like, what did they
So is
hook up?
like the next Love Island US villa in the
Cass.
castle?
I know. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like you don't have phones. You're with each other for a long time in
Yeah,
a
it's very
castle.
similar to Love Island.
Yes, and it is. It's like that's Rob, and he's really hot. I mean, I don't even know if like if he came on to me, there's no. I wouldn't take me no seconds.
No
Immediately,
second.
immediately, I would say, okay, I'm down. I
True.
don't know.
Interesting. We'll have to see. Oh, we didn't talk about it really fast. We don't talk about it too long. The big news of this week, Amanda and Kyle
I
divorce.
know.
Crazy. I think this
Crazy.
season is going to be nuts. I'm honestly kind of excited for this season more now because I think we just watched them fight for 10 years. And at least now it's like, okay. But the hard thing is, I'm rewatching and I'm liking where Kyle and Amanda are right now. So it's really sad. I have a soft spot for Kyle and Amanda because I do think they like do love each other
Hmm.
in a sense. They're just really not right for each other long
Exactly.
term.
I know. It is crazy that they really were together the entire show.
No, we've never seen Amanda
Like,
single.
no. Yeah, even though I think there was one episode where she was talking about that. Like, or it was one episode where Paige and Sierra and Amanda were at the bar, her and Kyle were fighting, and all the guys are talking to Amanda. And Paige was like,
Hmm.
oh, yeah, Amanda will be fine single. Like, all the guys are
Yeah.
trying to get her number. But yeah, we've never seen that side of Amanda before. So, although we won't see it this season, I'm excited to see it in the future.
Yeah. Me
I
too.
do think she's going to absolutely thrive. I do hope
Thrive.
Kyle absolutely thrives as well. I think I
Me
see a lot of
too.
I see a lot of Kyle hate
I
online,
know. I do too.
and
And
I
I'm like,
don't agree.
he doesn't really deserve it. Like he cheated on her when they weren't married. Not saying that wasn't good, but she forgave him. Yeah,
Hmm.
does he has held her back a little bit. I don't
Yeah.
know. I
At
think
a certain
they
point, I don't
both
think
deserve
viewers,
happiness.
yeah, definitely. And I don't think viewers have a right to like continue holding things against him that Amanda has forgiven him for.
Agree.
It's
Yeah.
like we don't really have that. We're obviously not in the relationship. We don't have
Yeah.
that place. Like, yes, like let's be honest. It was kind of crazy when he was like, "I haven't flirted with a girl in like over 3 months," and she's like, "I haven't been with a guy. We've been together for 3 years."
That's my favorite scene.
Like that is nuts, and that probably
Hmm.
was. I mean, I'm sure Amanda's looking back now, obviously being like, "There's so many signs," and I think she knew it all along. There were so many signs, but I do think that they really just loved each other and wanted to be together. But
Yeah, it felt like her gut knew all along they weren't supposed to be together, but yeah, it was too probably scary to make that jump because they did
yeah,
love each other and
classic head
invested so
over
much
heart.
time. Heart over head, isn't that?
I think it's head over heart.
Wouldn't you be if there's too
It's a
much love,
saying.
you're leading with your heart versus your head?
Classic head over gut.
Okay. Okay, let's end it there. Okay. Bye. Oh, we're really
Okay.
ending it.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.